J&TRE. Welcome to Jake and Trev Review Everything Live.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Trev. Beat me again.
I beat you.
What a guy. Okay, so you're joining us. Which week is it, Jake?
This is week 48.
It's week 48.
I'm sorry, I'm really excited. We have a lot of news to cover. We weren't here last week, so we're going to cover some stuff that happened. You know, you probably already heard of it. We'll jump into it. We're going to have probably a lightning round.
It's a night of too much stuff. There's too much stuff.
But we'll get to it. Just briefly, want to cover a few things. We did talk on our drunk cast about, and we're not getting drunk, this is just a beer.
Just a beer?
It's just a beer, chill out.
You can just have a beer. I mean, you don't have to drink a bunch. It's ridiculous.
Come on, dude. So, on the drunk cast, you know, we're off a blip. That's it.
It's over.
So we've been uploading our stuff to YouTube. But Trev,
what, Jake?
Have we just been uploading just the episodes that we have?
No, that's not true at all.
We haven't?
No, we've done more than that because we always do more than you expect.
Yeah, it's more than meets the eye.
We are not only putting up the episodes of Jake and Trev Review Everything, the regular series, not the live version. That's already up.
Yeah, live version's always been on YouTube.
Okay, but the regular Jake
the live version has always been at war with Eurasia.
Always, but the regular show, Jake and Trev Review Everything, is now the whole of season 1, I believe, is up on YouTube.
All
now.
Season,
except the epilogue, maybe.
Except for the epilogue. The epilogue's not up yet. That was the Man of Steel.
No. I take that back. I take that. We're a couple now. We're getting around to. I think we're up to episode 10 now. Actually, we're up to episode 10 on the on YouTube.
Oh, so we saw the finale and then the
right. Okay. But we do have the episodes of Jake and Trev Review Everything or Jake and Trev Review Everything abridged.
And what does that mean? Well, abridged means it's the shortened version, and you know, it's kind of weird, but we figured you guys would kind of like it. We cut out all the review parts. There are links to the reviews that we have up in the videos. So if you want to go see those, you know, you can watch the abridged version. There's a link right there. You click on it, pops into a new window. You can watch the review right from where it leaves off.
And you know, if you're you know, for example, say you're watching a review of Highlander 3 and you're like, what is it that happened to Evil Josh and all these characters last time they were around? You can just go back and check out the story segment from the previous episode that these characters were
I thought you were going to say there was a link in there. I'm like, oh, thanks for publicly making me do more work.
No. There's going to be links there. No.
There's going to be editor's notes on everything. Yeah. That would be cool, but that's a lot of fun.
Also, there's going to be closed captioning for everything. No, that's not true. But you know, so it's going to be handy for folks who want to just go back and check out the story segment of something real quick. You know, and for people who are who aren't interested in our opinions, and I say, here's something for you to watch.
Well,
you know.
And that's the thing. We have a playlist on YouTube, so you can actually and I recommend this highly because you know, we have been doing this for so long that we have a lot of in jokes. There's a lot of references to old episodes and things like that. Abridged is perfect because. I think the first season of Abridged clocks in at like maybe 30 minutes. Mm-hmm. It's like a short movie, like 30 or 40 minutes. It's like a short movie. Each episode has its own video, so you can actually, you know, jump around a little bit if you've already seen something or whatnot. But it'll just play. So you just start from the first video. It'll play through. We're going to have the season 2 in that playlist as well. You can watch the whole thing. Actually, as we're cutting it, I think we have, like, because the second season was so story intensive, I was looking at the timeline, and I think it's like 2 hours long all told with the first season. So it's like a fucking movie, guys. Yeah. We have a movie. We're making this into a movie for you. The first season's already up. We're gonna get the second season up over the next week or so. So we'll have it all there for you.
And on that note, I also want to assure everyone that we are working on the season 2 finale.
Right.
It's going to be big. It's going to have.
We want to make it good.
We're going to tie up a lot of storyline stuff here, and you know, we want to do it right. So we're taking our time with it. We know you all will understand. But with that said,
hold on now, 1 second.
Oh.
If you guys have any questions for us, I mean, that's part of the live show. You're here. We're here. We're all here, man.
Yeah, you got some questions about what we're working on. what we have coming up here. So if you're looking for a little bit more clarity, go ahead, shoot us in a question here. Let us know.
All right, and Trev's going to pull up the questions that we got from Facebook. But while he's doing that, I would like to plug my new Facebook page very briefly. It's called Jake Salvage. If you look up Jake Salvage, you'll find the page. Already have 31 people that like the page. So that's crazy. I just put it up this afternoon. It's basically just, I go to a lot of garage sales and thrift shops and stuff like that. I find a lot of curio stuff. I want to be able to give back, share, trade with you guys if you're in the Marquette area. If you're further away, I'm sure we could work something out for sending and shipping and stuff. But I want to trade and show you guys the cool stuff that I find. So Jake Salvage, go there, like it, follow it, share it. I would love to get up over 30 over the next couple days. That's a huge start. Mm-hmm. So keep watching it. I'll post pictures of things that I find and stuff like that. So yeah, Jake Salvage.
Yeah, that's
sounds like an action.
Jake Salvage. Check it out.
Jake Salvage.
Put your peepers on it. Okay, so question 1 comes from Josh Rhinus, frequent show collaborator, the Rhinus. Who asks, who wins in a fight between Particle Man and Aquaman, or is
Partial Man?
Partial Man.
Partial. That might be autocorrect.
I think he means Particle Man, because I'm not aware of there being anything sort of a Partial Man.
Aquaman wins, because Particle Man always loses.
It's true. But I think the joke...
Particle Man faces Aquaman, they have a fight, Aquaman wins, Particle Man loses.
But I mean, Aquaman legendarily sucks according to most people.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing, folks.
I wish there was a Snopes article where it's like, does Aquaman suck? No, actually he doesn't.
Yeah, right?
That's a myth.
As a matter of fact, we were actually talking about this at our friend Ben Hunter and Nikki Mandela, their backyard barbecue here the other day. We were having a little talk about Aquaman, and the thing you have to know about Aquaman, and this is just to be fair to Aquaman, even when you take him out of the water, he's still basically Captain America without a shield.
Yeah, and you hold on. We'll keep going, but I'm going to drop a bomb on you.
Superior strength, reflexes, speed, endurance, regenerative abilities.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, he can totally handle his own, even when he's on land. Mm-hmm. And plus, 70% of the Earth's surface is water, so it's not like it's a real big stretch to get him involved in stories where he can still use his powers. Mm-hmm. But you were saying, what's this bomb you got to drop on my mom?
Aquaman?
Leave my mom out of this.
I'm not gonna, Phil, I'm not gonna, don't worry. Aquaman, Justice League movie, confirmed.
Whoa, what? Confirmed now?
Mm-hmm. Jason
Momoa. Khal Drago. Yeah, this has been kind of going around for a while. Absurdly accurate film site and review site in general, Latino Review. I believe had a scoop on this about a week ago where they were saying it's all but confirmed. I've seen a lot of rumored stories about this, but officially confirmed now.
I'm pretty sure. Okay, I might be.
He goes on to say.
Hold on.
on.
Yep. Confirmed by Variety.
Yep. Jason Momoa to play, which is weird.
I don't know. Look at this. Look at this face. That's the face of a stone cold Aquaman.
Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna have to dye his hair blonde. It's gonna have to bleach that hair, bro.
That's fine.
Arthur Curry's got blonde hair.
I know who Arthur Curry is.
He doesn't know Arthur Curry.
No, I know who Arthur Curry is.
Obviously. But yeah, so Jason Momoa confirmed as Aquaman.
Jason Momoa.
So we're gonna see a little bit. We're gonna get to see what Aquaman could actually do on the screen. So I'm gonna go with Josh Rhinus. It's definitely gonna be Aquaman.
Okay. Tone Man Rules says, I'm looking forward to Transformers on Friday. Shia LaBeouf and John Turturro were way too silly. Wahlberg.
Well,
Wahlberg not great, but he could be better.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's all up from here, right? I mean, as far as that goes, I mean, the Dinobots are there. You're gonna have fucking...
No.
What?
There's no Dinobots, bro.
What?
That is a bait and switch, by the way. If you think there's Dinobots in this movie, there's not.
What?
It was a specific dinosaur or a specific Transformer or Decepticon or whatever the fuck that's from the series, the cartoon series, but not like... He's just a dinosaur Transformer.
But Grimlock.
Yeah.
So...
He's it.
But he's just him.
Yeah. It's like, when they found whoever... I haven't seen it. I fell asleep during the first movie. I don't give a shit about it. I think I saw the first, 20 minutes of the second movie. Not the best person to talk about it, but wasn't it Dark Side of the Moon? Didn't they have, I was ushing at a theater at the time. Didn't they have, one of the Deceptimorphers on the on the Dark Side of the Moon?
Yeah. Probably. I don't know.
And then it was like...
We're not qualified. Neither one of us are really qualified to speak too much about the Transformer movies. I saw 1 and 2, and that's part.
But they're not going to have... It's not going to happen. Don't get your hopes up.
But yeah, Wahlberg, he's got a lot more to offer, I think, than Shia LaBeouf or John Turturro in this case. And maybe it'll be interesting. Maybe this will be kind of a good new direction for the series. But I don't know.
Probably not.
Time will tell, Tony.
If you like the other Transformers, you're definitely gonna like this Transformer because it's gonna be the same dubstep fights.
Here, Kennedy says Khal Drogo is Aquaman. That may just be the closest bit of casting this movie's had so far.
I don't know. I can't remember her name, but the woman that's gonna play Wonder Woman's actually pretty
alright?
No, it's just pretty.
Oh. Wah, wah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Next question, also from the Ryan. White Wolf is gearing up to release the 20th anniversary edition book for all the changing breeds, as they have done for werewolf and vampire. If they were to add a new breed, what would you want to see?
Well, okay. So here's the problem. 3rd edition? That's the problem. Mm-hmm. Are they ignoring it? I know not a lot of people play 3rd edition. If you're not familiar, Werewolf is a role-playing game. White Wolf is the folks that make it. They made that. They made Vampire. If you know even a little bit about LARPing, Vampire is very popular for LARPing. But the 2nd edition is... The 1st and 2nd editions are widely considered the best. Mm-hmm. 2nd kind of ironed out the 1st. Mm-hmm. And then the 3rd came in and was like, everyone loves Vampire, because Vampire and Werewolf and Mage and all those are all wrapped up in the same universe. They all are interconnected. Mm-hmm. And they were like, nobody plays Werewolf. Everyone plays Vampire. So they made Vampire really cool, and then they made Werewolf really shitty. Mm-hmm. So, you're talking about 20th anniversary. If they're going back to what they did...
Well, there's some changes. It's a new edition.
Right. As long as they're ignoring the 3rd edition.
Consider it a 4th edition. So, I mean, it's not really fair to say.
I mean, yeah, if the 20th anniversary thing works into it, then yeah. But
One rule change I know, for example, is they made it so that when you attack somebody and you have more... Say you have 5 successes to hit.
Yeah.
Instead of having 5 extra die to do damage with, you only get 2. So it's only successes in your thing above 3.
Oh.
So it basically turns everybody into a little less of a powerhouse.
Wait, but if you had only 3 dice to attack, you wouldn't do any damage.
Well, no. See, no. You'll still do... Okay. I swing my +3 battle axe. No, and
we're getting really nerdy here, guys.
Yeah, okay, so I roll Dex and Melee, and say that's a dice pool of 5 dice, okay? Uh-huh. And I roll it, and I get 3 successes. Uh-huh. Okay? Now I have 3 successes, but that means I don't have any above the 3, so I don't get any bonus. But my +3 battle axe still does strength +3. So I roll my strength roll plus my +3. So in this case, let's say it was 7. So I still get to roll 7. But if I had made all 5 of my attack roll, I would have had 2 bonus. Do you see what I'm saying? It basically, in layman's terms, they reduce the bonus. They reduce your bonus by only allowing you to keep the bonus above 3 in your success pool.
Okay. All right.
I know that like pretty much everyone just got lost for the last minute. I'm very sorry, but that was all true.
We just ventured into super nerd territory.
And but Ryan wants to know what changing breed we'd like to see, because they had werewolf, and then they said, well, wait, what if aren't there other were creatures?
Oh, there's
in
the
world
Molokai,
mythology?
there's the Kitsune, there's everybody.
There's were sharks, were cats,
were spiders,
were coyotes, were snakes. Were foxes,
were dragons? No, they have were lizards.
Were lizards, that's correct.
That's the Mokole.
But in any case, what would I like to see? Gosh. That's a tough one. Because there are also other changing breeds that have come and gone. Mm-hmm. Like there were cattle, like cows basically. There were
battle cattle.
There were bats. There are were rats.
Yeah, I got one of my characters got killed by a were rat. Thanks, Pat. He doesn't watch the show.
No,
everyone else does in Hollywood, but Pat doesn't.
Not Pat.
He's Carol G.
I would have to say, were insects. That always seemed to be like some kind of part of the animal kingdom that was largely ignored when they were passing out were creature abilities.
How would you have kinfolk? How would you?
I'm not saying it would be an easy transition. I'm just saying that'd be interesting.
Gross.
I'm not saying it's not gross.
That's gross. That's gross, and you're gross for thinking of it.
And when you turn into your animal form, you can turn into like a cloud of flies. Or like
I feel like that's more of like a vampire or a mage thing. Like maybe.
So only mages and vampires can have magic insect powers.
What about the relic? Like relic? Like
dude, when you're in your Rhino's form, you'd be this crazy mantis man or whatever.
Fuck that.
Oh, I'm just saying.
Hold on, let me think about this. What would my changing breed be? I don't know. That's tough. Yeah, they have cat people too. They already have bears. They have like any animal that you can think of that's a badass animal. Like you said, were sharks. They have were sharks.
They have were sharks, were wolves, were tigers, were lions.
I don't know, man. Do they have wait? They don't have were dogs, do they?
Dogs? No. They have were coyotes and werewolves and were tigers. I don't think they ever said they really thought they needed were dogs.
A were dog would be kind of cool. I mean, I understand. Yeah, there are already wolves
and like a lot of bone gnawers tend to look more like dogs than wolves, for example.
Oh yeah, but like a straight up dog that doesn't have like any wolf blood. I guess just off the top, I'm just spitting off the top here, guys.
Well, I would say that at the very least, there would be some kind of issues there, because like what side of things do they stand on? Like how do the wolves feel like about them? So on and so forth. I can see some conflict there. And I'd also like to go out on a limb and say we're eagles.
I was just about to say, why didn't you say that in the first place?
We're eagles. I realized that I think the only birds are the were ravens or were crows. I think I forget which they are. But yeah, no, were eagles would be fucking tough as nails. Tough as nails. Anyway, moving on.
I'm gonna keep thinking. I'm gonna put that on the back burner.
Put it on the back burner, and we'll get back around to it. Tom Man Rules asks, did Ray die at the end of In Bruges?
It's been a long time.
Spoiler alert.
Well, was it like one of those? No, well, I don't remember. I don't even remember if I.
It was heavily implied that he did, and it's really kind of a question of like, what do you believe?
Kind of like, don't stop believing.
Kind of one of those where it was basically believed that he was probably about to get killed. I'm gonna say yes, because Game of Thrones has showed me it's a terrible and cruel world out there.
Michael Swanson says weremoose.
Weremoose, that'd be pretty tough.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I don't think there are were-deer.
Are there were-stags? I know stag is one of the spirits, but...
No, there's no were-stags. Yeah, like were from that family of animals? Sure. That could be pretty tough.
What if one of the legendary ones was like Rudolph?
Gross. Just shut your face.
What if he had like a spiritual, like a prosthesis? He had a prosthesis.
I'm not amused.
A prosthesis
and I'm obviously the only one around here that would be amused by werewolf talk anyway. So
he's got a light bulb for a nose.
We'll ask that question to each of you. Both of those questions. What do you guys think would be a sweet were animal to include in the new Werewolf 20th edition?
You don't even need to know about werewolf. What do you think would be sweet to have a big monster version of?
Big monstrous Animal Man version of. What do you think? And also, what do you guys think? Did Ray die at the end of In Bruges? I say yes. I say
I don't remember. I'm so sorry. Oh no!
Oh no!
The last question was from the movie doctor, Patrick Millicent. He asked, who would we cast in the Justice League movie?
Oh.
See, that's another thinker. We're getting a lot of thinkers where it's like, give me a second. Oh, some of my favorite actors going right now would be like obviously Benedict Cumberbatch. I think that he would be good in a lot of things. If he were in the I think for me it'd be more like picking my people and then deciding who they play rather than. I feel like that's probably the same for a lot of people.
Yeah, to a degree. Like, I could say, who would I like to see in this movie, and then who could you play? I know that sounds kind of backwards, but it's like, it's kind of, for a question like this, I think that's the only way to start out.
Channing Tatum, definitely, for me. And he could play pretty much any of,
Booster Gold.
Well, we're talking the main, like, if we could go all fucking day about who in the DC universe could be played by whom. Mm-hmm. But really, and I used that correctly, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Who
and whom?
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. Anyways, yeah.
Someone send Jake a banana sticker.
Yeah. No, but that's the thing. Channing Tatum. Yeah, he would be a really good Booster Gold, but I think in the main like Justice League, I don't think Flash. I don't really see him. I still think Nathan Fillion would be the best Green Lantern, so that's pretty much it for me. Nathan Fillion is Green Lantern. I don't care if he's not young enough. He was never really a young dude to begin with. I think they're always worried in movies about getting everyone about the same age unless they're supposed to be like an older, wiser, like obviously, Patrick Stewart as Professor X, it wasn't going to be, some young guy, but they got their wish in First Class and Days of Future Past when they were like, let's get a young guy for Professor X. It's like, you don't always have to have a young guy. Ryan Reynolds wasn't really the right person for Green Lantern. He really wasn't. That movie wasn't... I don't remember hating that movie, but going back, putting it under the lens, it was pretty shit. So, yeah, Nathan Fillion is Green Lantern. That's it. You can't do better than that. You can certainly do worse.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Gosling is Aquaman.
Ryan Gosling is Batman.
No, yeah. No.
Absolutely. Did you not just watch Only God Forgives? Did you not just watch Drive? Can you sit here and tell me that Ryan Gosling wouldn't be a badass Batman?
Well, of course he'd be a badass Batman.
Oh. Just have him beef up just a little bit. Just, he usually plays like a wiry, like Ed Norton in Fight Club kind of fighter guy.
Uh-huh.
He really need to, like, pack on some muscle. Ryan Gosling is Batman.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
But as Aquaman, yeah, I can see that too. I don't know. He's too quiet for Aquaman, I think. I feel.
Oh yeah, because Aquaman always seemed to me like a real talker.
I don't know.
When I think of all the times I've seen Aquaman and things, he just won't shut his fucking mouth.
All right, picture Ryan Gosling in the scene from Drive, where he's in the diner.
Okay, that's not fair because you're picking a movie where Ryan Gosling is talking almost never. He had like 5 lines in the whole movie.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm pointing. Okay, hold on, because I'm pointing out a scene where he did talk.
Uh-huh.
He was in the diner, and that guy came up to him from a job he'd done previous, and he was like, "Oh yeah, remember me? We did that job together." Instead of being really loud in this fucking diner, where it's like, "We did crimes," and Ryan Gosling's like, "You shut your fucking mouth."
Or I'll kick your fucking teeth in. Yeah.
I'll kick your teeth down your throat. Just in a really silent, kind of scary, badass kind of way. Now picture, instead of Ryan Gosling, that's Batman in there. In the same scene. It'd be kind of weird. because Batman doesn't do
crimes. Help people do crimes.
Much the opposite, but yeah.
Let's see. Wear a turtle. You can wear a bandana, eat pizza, and learn karate, says Jamie Gansell. Yeah, that'd be pretty... Oh, that's pretty funny. No, that would be. Wear buffalo? Buffalo?
I don't know. I'm thinking wear, like, obviously Ninja Turtles, but when I saw him wear a turtle, I was thinking, like, when Raph gets, like, unmutated in the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Was it the first or the second?
Unmutated?
Yeah, he starts turning into like a baby turtle.
No, in the movies?
Yeah.
No, that doesn't happen.
Totally.
That has never happened.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Yeah, it might have been in the comic books.
It was.
To be honest.
It was.
You
were remembering.
the Leech
yes,
Man.
you were remembering a comic book story.
The comic book was way more metal, by the way.
Yes, I can attest to that fact. I was kind of like, that sounds like a comic book.
Yeah, but he's just like, Mama. No. In the first movie, they have baby like when they're first becoming.
Yeah.
And they're like, they're like dancing around and
Yeah.
stuff. Like that's what I pictured where turtles. Like they just got the heads, like they can't see anything because they're always looking up. Where turtles.
Toman Rules writes, was Cobb awake or asleep? Also, Arthur was a cool character. Yes. Joseph Gordon Heartthrob, as I like to call him, was in fact he played a really cool character in that.
Justice League.
And yeah, I know. It'd be cool to put him in there, but as who?
Who? Flash?
Yeah, I could see him as the Flash.
He's got a cocky. He could be cocky.
Yeah.
He could be really cocky. Like Flash is cocky.
Yeah.
He's a cocky character.
I'll take it. But yeah, he was really good. Was he awake? I say yes. Not. Initially, it was because I wanted the world to be nice and happy and have a happy ending. But as I said, Game of Thrones ruined that for me. But I did read something the other day, which was a pretty neat defense of the idea that he was awake.
Article?
I don't know if it was a cracked article. It might have been, but it was basically stating that Cobb's totem was not the top.
It was his wedding ring.
It was his wedding ring. And if he, in any scene where he had his wedding ring still on, he was dreaming, and if he didn't have it on, then he was awake.
Yeah, and that was like because he was that was one of the big things they were explaining. Like he explains that a totem is something that no one should know about but you, and like he uses the top in front of everybody, so it's kind of obvious.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the other ones is like these are loaded dice.
Mm-hmm.
Like only I know somebody that.
Only I know how they're loaded.
But do you think that Cobb would give it away so easily? So the top's like supposedly the top is
his wife's totem.
Misdirection.
Mm-hmm.
That was his wife's totem.
But it's a misdirection.
Yeah.
So yeah,
probably alive.
Probably alive and awake, and actual happy ending at the end of Inception. Yay for happy endings.
Yeah, Christopher Nolan, you're dropping the ball.
Okay, we're gonna start going through some news here, folks. We're already about halfway through the hour, answering questions and so forth.
We should sum this one up because I don't want to get too.
Okay,
I could get heated about this.
Sure. Go ahead, Jake. You know more about the story than I do.
All right. So Gary Oldman did an interview for Playboy magazine, and in it he basically said a lot of people were. How it was represented on the internet was a lot of people were getting hot links like, oh, this is a fresh fucking story, like he's defending Mel Gibson and Alec Baldwin and all the hateful shit that they say. And in actuality, he was being very glib and very kind of off the top of his head about like racism and things. He was basically saying that they were immediately blacklisted for saying a lot of bad shit, which, that's kind of the repercussion, but he said, it's shitty that these people that are casting aspersions and judging people are the same ones who are probably behind closed doors saying, racist, terrible shit themselves. So, he was kind of doing it in a way that framed it up in that way, but and a lot of people were defending him because it's Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman's not particularly, a racist or a bigot or anything. He's none of those things. He is a learned man. He's respectful. It's that kind of shit. He wasn't really, I don't believe, just from what I read, that he was trying to stir up controversy or anything. I think he was trying to point it out that a lot of people, and I don't agree for the most part because I feel like a PC culture kind of defends people who can't defend themselves
Mm-hmm.
a lot of the time. When you're being racist, when there's a racist word and people are like, oh, well, that's just, whatever. Like the Redskins thing, like the Washington Redskins, that was in the news recently. They lost their copyright for the team name Redskins because the copyright office said that it was racist, and apparently that's part of copyright law. Like, you can't copyright something that's willfully offensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually in the books, so they were like, we're not renewing your copyright. So, hey, if you want to go out and make Redskins t-shirts and stuff and sell them, you totally can now because it's not copyrighted anymore. But the point being is that, there and that isn't PC at all. But there are a lot of things that, that people kind of jump down people's throats for, and immediately, they don't give them a second chance and stuff. And there are certain situations where that's not okay. Like recently, Jonah Hill called somebody the F word, and it was like a paparazzi guy who was saying terrible shit about his family, from what I've heard. And he just lost it, and the word slipped, and and he actually went on Jimmy Fallon and apologized for it, and he was crying. He felt really bad about it. Sometimes we try not to. Everyone's conscious of those kinds of things, but in the end, and obviously I don't agree with like Alec Baldwin or Mel Gibson at all.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they were kind of willfully saying that kind of shit. It wasn't just like, oh, we're angry. It was like, we're angry and we know exactly what one of your buttons to push.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just like a spur of the moment thing. So Gary Oldman got in hot water. He recently apologized for the article. I don't think he really needed to apologize for the whole thing. But really, it's funny because he made that point that it's shitty that everyone has to apologize, and then the next day he has to apologize because that's just the Hollywood culture. You have to apologize for it, and and he basically said, "Yeah, I see how some people could have taken that out of context," which a lot of people did. Again, the fact the fact that the article was like, "Oh, he's defending these people," it's like he wasn't really. He was defending the act that happened. He wasn't defending what they said. He was defending the fact that they didn't get a fair shake because of a very strict PC culture, which sometimes PC goes too far, and I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, sometimes the thing goes too far. All right, getting out of politics. Thanks, Jake.
Hey, it's me.
It's news.
It's movie news. Gary Oldman.
Shane Black.
This is, dude. I pulled up so much. So this is
let's say Shane Black, who ruined Iron Man, but is behind some of my favorite action movies, says he's doing a Predator film and it is a sequel, not a reboot. Interestado.
See, what's going to happen is that Predator is going to team up with what's his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger's character from the first movie.
Dutch Schaefer.
It's going to be Schaefer and Predator teaming up. Back to back.
Against?
Aliens? Aliens?
Probably. Is this news, Jake?
Well, I pulled up a lot of fucking sequel shit.
Okay.
Sequels and remakes rule everything around a dollar bill, y'all.
Another car on the sequel remake train, War Games. Another car added on there.
I don't know why. I mean, that was big.
Was that really begging to get remade? The technology involved is all different now.
Well, that's the point of that, was that at the time, and that's a thing in movies in general, is that technology is magic. Hackers are magic. Technology is magic. You could say that it started with this movie, War Games, in a way, and then we had like Hackers, and then Live Free or Die Hard. I mean, obviously that's a huge gap between those movies, but there were movies in between. The point being is that at the time, having an AI and that could think for itself, and also having an AI that could start a thermonuclear war, that was kind of crazy, and obviously it couldn't have fucking happened. We're not even that close to having AI, really. I think on the last live show we talked about how a computer had passed the Turing test.
Yep. Which is interesting that, but even that's not definite. I mean, to pass the Turing test, I believe you only have 60%? You have to fool 60% of the people that try to talk to you. Yeah, which is interesting.
Where it's like, are you talking to a computer or are you talking to a person? And you have to fool like 60% of the people. You have to be like, I don't know, it seemed like a human to me.
Right.
So yeah, the computer already passed the Turing test, so we're closer than we were with dial-up modems and fucking floppy disks. But
sure, but and like I said, I guess in the end of the day, and maybe it should be. People aren't really scared of nuclear weapons anymore, and maybe they should be. That was that was the spirit of the times back then.
Exactly. We were.
It's like RoboCop, man. You shouldn't have made RoboCop because it was a movie that was the spirit of the times. Zeitgeist, fucking zeitgeist.
Same with war games.
Same with war games.
Wholeheartedly. Agree.
No need. Okay. Speaking of other things that shouldn't be being pursued anymore. Community.
It's over, guys.
The Community.
You're not going to get your 6 seasons in a movie as much as I love Community.
As the Hulu talks collapse, Hulu says
TV Line. Actually, this is the first time we got an article off of TV Line.
But apparently there was some talks with the Hulu people to secure another season of Community to really tell the tale there, and it's fallen through.
Yeah. It's canceled by NBC. Hulu doesn't want it. I doubt Netflix will pick it up.
It's over.
Netflix is doing bigger stuff now.
Let it go. Let it go. No,
It really,
that's as close as you guys are going to get.
The end of the third season, the first through third seasons are the best Community episodes ever. The fourth season stank like butts. The fifth season tried to recapture the third season and also stank like butts. That's it, guys. It's over. I'm sorry. I want to see Dan Harmon make something new. That's what I want to see. Mm-hmm. Dan Harmon's an excellent writer, and he holds pop culture in his heart. So I'm not speaking bad of him, but just let Community die and start something new. Because whatever you make next will be pure, it'll be from the beginning, you won't have to worry about people coming in and trying to rewrite it as fucking fanboys like the fourth season. Mm-hmm. Just do that, man. Just let it go. I mean, they've already lost, what, 3 of their main characters?
Something like that.
2 of their main characters?
You would know. Mr. Community.
I'm just saying, you can't pull it back together again.
It's over.
You can try to replace characters with other characters, but they were made so famous that
it's over.
It's over.
Next up, Doctor Strange. Edgar Ramirez is talking with the director. That's like the most generic headline I've ever seen.
I know.
For those of you not in the know, some big names, including Jared Leto, Tom Hardy, and Benedict Cumberbatch, have all been kind of bandied about in possible connection. Connection with
Trevor.
What?
Wait, scroll down.
But it is now being revised by Prometheus writer John. That's not a good thing. That's not a good sign.
So we know who Dormammu is, but do we?
What if?
Get the fuck out of here! You get the fuck out! Get out! No.
Did you see?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Did you see the Jared Leto pick? The Doctor Strange Jared Leto pick. Hey guys, we'll do a Jake and Trev. Look at this.
We're not.
Do a search. Let me try doing some searches here and see if I can get it to come up quickly.
So it's JaredLeto, Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange, Jared Leto, Doctor Strange.
Google it.
Go to images.
Not the first one, apparently.
No, see, none of these are it. There was Instagram. Hold on, Instagram. No. I saw it on the mobile phones here recently. He did.
Maybe Marvel was like, you took that down.
You took that down right now, Jared Leto. Never mind.
Stop, you guys. You get your fucking alternative rock band face out of me.
But he totally has like a fucking Doctor Strange mustache in it now. He shaved himself in such a way. This isn't a story. Okay, moving right along. Pirates of the Caribbean 5 to shoot in early 2015? Question mark?
No, skip it. Don't care.
Moving right along.
This is lightning round.
Producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura talks G.I. Joe 3.
No, skip it.
Moving right along. Cine Europe. Paramount screens Transformers: Age of Extinction one day before world premiere. All right. Daryl Hannah, lost actor cast in Wachowski's Netflix show Sense8.
I didn't get to read this, so.
Sense8? Sensational? Sensational?
Or sensei, like a Like Kung Fu, Sense8.
Sense8? I don't know what that even's supposed to be.
Wait, scroll down. I'll real fast.
Okay, so just the Wachowskis. Man, is that like a hornet's nest or what? There's all those allegations that they stole the Matrix story from other folks, like 2 or 3 other folks. Do you think it's really just like the bare bones similarity of their story with like a Campbell-esque hero's journey that makes a bunch of different people think that they stole their idea from them?
That's what this sounds like. It says this global tale of minds linked and souls hunted will film in 9 locations: Chicago, San Francisco, London, Iceland, Seoul, Mumbai, Berlin, Mexico City, and Nairobi.
Look, guys, the Wachowskis don't make groundbreaking films. They make films that are going to connect with the most people in a sort of emotional way. So, there's that.
Alright.
Star Wars, Rian Johnson to write and direct Episode 8.
You sure that's not just Ryan?
Well, it couldn't be Ryan, because then it would be spelled R-Y-A-N.
No, that's actually common spelling Ryan.
Where? Let me go out of my way to say I am hardly a world traveler, but I have never met anybody who spelled the name Ryan R-A-I-N or R.
No, that would be Rain.
Or R-I-A-N. Excuse me.
Yeah, he was the writer of and possibly director of Looper. Looper was good, by the way. I liked Looper.
Looper was a good one.
Johnson has been looking for his next project since Looper. Hey, I just did Looper. Hey, you want to do Star Wars?
No, I'm good.
I don't know. Well, that's Spielberg's and Lucas's deal. They find young, impressionable directors that haven't done a whole lot so that they can shove their hands up their asses like puppets and work them. That might be a scathing kind of thing to say, but it's kind of the truth. Look at
Abrams?
Yeah. What was it called? Project 8 or 8mm?
No. Super 8.
Super 8. There's a mashup, Super 8mm. No, that's not okay. I regret saying it. You can skip this too.
We already talked about that.
Oh, okay. So, peanutbutterdisaster.com. You're probably on there already if you're watching this. If you're not, if you're on Ustream, go to peanutbutterdisaster.com. We show the Ustream on there. But anyways, we got our resident, the absent commentator. He just recently did a trilogy of Saved by the Bell episodes, and I think this would interest him.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes out, I hope that he does a review of it because that would be fucking sweet. But they're doing a made-for-TV movie about behind the scenes of that show.
The unauthorized Saved by the Bell story.
Who is the crazy, like the super crazy guy, like still super crazy?
Dustin Diamond?
It wasn't Dustin Diamond. It was another guy. I think it's the guy that plays Zach Morris, maybe.
Oh.
No, the on the
AC Slater? Mario Lopez?
maybe. I don't know.
No,
Wait, who's this guy?
That's Max from the Max. You know, for that malt shop that they all hung out with, or at.
Why is he in that picture?
Well, he was regular. He was a semi-regular cast member for a couple of years. And according to Dustin, never mind. I'm not going to spread filthy rumors from Dustin Diamond's autobiography that was a desperate cash-in after all the celebrity had left him. Oh, sick burn. Anyway, moving right along.
Beat the shit out of
Saved by the Bell. Oh, you're so sleepy now. Oh my goodness, I gotta get some coffee.
Wake the fuck up.
Wake the fuck up.
All right.
As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna forego getting coffee because there's like 10 minutes left in the broadcast, and I'm not gonna be.
It's like 17 minutes, but you want coffee, man? 17 minutes.
All right, I'm gonna go get some
coffee. I'm gonna read the stuff here. Let's see. Cyrus McCarter joins us. He says Jeffrey Dean Morgan should play Doctor Strange. He's got the look. Oh shit! I never really thought about that. He was on. He was in Watchmen. Yeah, he was.
He's also on
comedian.
Supernatural.
Supernatural. He played the boy's dad. You can't talk on the stream on your website. Oh, that's weird. Is anybody on the website right now and is chatting with us? I would like to know. There are a lot of things that we can't really test properly from the other end. So if you guys ever have any problems or anything, please tell us. Like, it's good for us to know so we can fix it for the future, make it easier for you guys to watch. Obviously, you know, you guys wanna watch. Okay, that's not news. That's done too. Nickelodeon has greenlit the 4th season of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It is actually going to... holy shit. Season 3 is going to debut this fall. They're going to have the same turtles. I have not seen an episode of the new Ninja Turtles. The emaciated teenage Kung Fu Turtles.
Gross.
Ranked among the top 5 animated series for first quarter across all of television. Wow.
Well, it's no wonder it's been renewed then. Plus, there's a hot new movie that's on the way. Why do I say hot new when I haven't seen it yet?
Oh, I'm pretty sure we've had the segment before. That's not news. DreamWorks Animation acquires rights to Felix the Cat. Oh, you know what worked? I was just thinking about this the other day. You know what worked really well? The Lone Ranger. They took a property that no one gives a shit about, and then they made a movie with a crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Kira. I know this is one of your guilty pleasures. Not for me.
Sure.
Felix the Cat?
Who gives a shit about
Is he
Felix
going to
the
be
Cat
partnering up
anymore?
with Betty Boop?
Right? Is it going to be...
Does anyone remember Felix?
No, well, it's going to be a double feature. It's also going to feature the Red Bee. You guys remember the Red Bee? No? What do you mean? No,
I don't even know what you're talking about right now, to be honest.
it's a shitty old hero from old comics.
Is it just going to be an hour and a half of one of those clocks with the eyes and the tail?
Oh my god, it's a relic of a bygone era.
Nobody even remembers those clocks!
Listen, guys.
What clocks? I can tell time on my phone now!
Listen, guys. I'm sorry.
It's over.
It's over.
It's both segments. It's not news and it's over.
It's over. Nobody cares about Felix the Cat
digging
anymore.
So far back. I understand you have to have recognition, but nobody's gonna recognize that. You'll play well in the fucking, old folks' home, but...
Michael Swanson confirms he is on the website and chatting.
Awesome.
And Cyrus McCarter writes, how do you feel about Days of Future Past? Haven't seen it yet.
Sorry,
I know.
Man.
I'll be frank, if you guys want to hear some real truth,
you want to get really real?
You want to get real? I can't turn my chair around right now, otherwise I would. But my connection, our connection, where we were able to watch a great deal of the newer movies, has evaporated with the closing of a local theater. So it is actually going to be harder for Jake and I to see movies. We're trying to get some press passes, if you will. Mm-hmm. I'm sure. I'm not trying to say that we're like above the rest of you, where we don't have to pay to see movies or something, or that we're above it.
We were in a situation.
If there's something that we're really into, but I mean, frankly, when's the last? I haven't been impressed with the X-Men since X2, and then even when I look back retroactively, the first two X-Men movies are kind of shitty too when you really look at them. So,
well, if you look at them as bringing the superhero to the big screen, they made a lot of forward movement. I don't know. I kind of want to watch 2 at some point here in the future, because I hear from everyone that 2 is the best, and to be honest, I saw all 3 movies. It was so long ago.
You don't remember?
I don't really remember, to be honest. I feel really bad. But yeah, supposedly it's really fucking good. It fixes all the continuity errors between 3 and...
Origins Wolverine.
No. What? No. They basically just fucking ignore that now, dude. Well, no. Between X3 and Days of Future Past.
Mm-hmm.
or not Days of Future Past, First Class.
Okay, yeah.
They basically tie up all the plot holes and things like that.
Right, they reset timelines, I understand. And, it's kind of not very...
Well, that's kind of the point of Days of Future Past.
Right.
Is like, oh shit, this
Fix
thing
the
happened, you
timeline.
gotta fix it so it doesn't happen.
Right.
But Cyrus McCarter says, have you seen the Weinstein Company Turok Son of Stone anime based off the old comics? No.
No, Cyrus McCarter. Actually, you are the only person on Earth who cares about Turok.
No. I'll be honest. I have box copies of Turok, Turok 2, Turok 3, and Turok Rage Wars.
It's a fun game. I just don't...
I've never actually read the books, and to be honest, I haven't really played all the games that I own, but I plan on it. I don't know. Michael Swanson says Days of Future Past did a nice little tease of showing off some other mutants. They've been doing a nice little tease in every fucking movie. And we've talked about that on live show before. I'm not, yelling at you or anything, but nice little teases, it's over. It's over. Just show us the thing. You know what's better than teasing us with something? Fucking showing it. And doing it well. I'm excited for Thanos in Avengers 3. That's going to be a long fucking time from now. And also, they could do it really shitty. So I'm not just going to be like, oh, they got Thanos, so that's going to be great.
Mm-hmm. Ron Perlman wants Hellboy 3 to get greenlit. Well, I'm sure he does.
Moving on.
No, Hellboy 3 could be alright. Hellboy 2 wasn't that bad. I didn't like hearing Seth MacFarlane's stupid fucking voice.
He wasn't bad either.
Hearing him jerking off into my ear. I didn't want to fucking, You know what? I met Seth MacFarlane, okay?
We met Seth MacFarlane. Here's a fun story. We went out, and we met him. We went to a table read, a whole thing. If you want to hear more about it, we'll tell you maybe on another live show. We got some time.
Yeah,
when we got some time.
It's an interesting story,
but Trevor,
and everyone was really great for the most part.
Yeah, but they were busy, so we kind of understood. But it was kind of a fuck you, and we were asking him about Johnny Bravo, which is the first show that he worked on. Mm-hmm. Actually, he was an animator before anything else, and obviously he wanted to do his own thing. Mm-hmm. There's actually a short out there that exists that's basically like Peter and Brian from Family Guy, but it's just them, and it's made for Cartoon Network, so it's no adult.
Right, it's a cartoon.
Yeah,
basically.
Cartoon. But yeah, we were asking him. We met him, and we were asking him questions. He's like, I don't got fucking time to talk about that.
It's pretty
just straight up.
It was pretty stark, and
it was years ago. But
to be fair, we were effectively nobodies, who were trying to...
Well, it wasn't even that. It was like they did a table read. They're going to have to go in and take out the 9/11 joke and do all that. So,
right. I'm sure he's a busy guy, has a lot to do, and so, I'm not, bitter about it necessarily, but...
He was very curt, and it was kind of like, we're all wide-eyed, like, oh, we're in the Family Guy studios, this is great, and everybody's being really nice. It's like, Seth MacFarlane, we want to talk to you about this thing, fuck off. He didn't tell us to fuck off, but that's how it felt, at least. It was just like, he didn't...
I don't feel like he really even indulged us for a minute, just to make the day. I don't know.
Yeah,
anyway.
But
on a very real level, I dislike a lot of the things that he continued to do with Family Guy once it got back on the air.
Well, he started doing spin-offs. For making money, he did a very good job.
Yeah, there's no question, but I famously have complained before about, the run-on jokes. The run-on jokes that just go on and on and wait. Like he'll do remember Shapoopy when Peter was in the...
they did the whole fucking song.
They did the whole fucking song, or where they keep on cutting away to Hee-Haw to Conway Twitty.
Here's something you really like.
Here's some Conway Twitty music.
Oh,
and you're going to do a whole fucking song by Conway Twitty and take up 3.5 minutes of this 27-minute broadcast because they apparently couldn't think of any funny jokes to put in here. So here's somebody else's work. Isn't that funny?
That's how I felt about the 4th season, or the 3rd season. It was whichever one they came back after the 2nd time they got canceled.
It was the 4th season.
It was because they did a North by Northwest joke in that episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, they started referencing themselves pretty hard.
Yeah.
Where it was like, remember the golden years? Like, we're just going to rehash that over and over again. And and then it became kind of formulaic where it's like somebody has to have a crazy plot. I think they made a joke about it at some point. We're getting really into the Family Guy thing. That's actually, if you watch any of our episodes of Jake and Trevor Review Everything, we don't use Family Guy clips. Don't do it.
It's true. We have an embargo against... You know what? I'm going to say it right here on the broadcast. There is an official Jake and Trev embargo against Family Guy material of any kind until we get an official apology from Seth MacFarlane. Seth, I know you're watching the show. Seth, I know you are one of our viewers week to week like the rest of Hollywood.
Absolutely.
Be a bigger man, Seth, and just apologize. Just say, send us a video. Say, I'm very sorry, you guys. I just was really busy that day.
I would love to see it. I would love if he did that, but he did it like rolling around naked in a pile of mud. That would be perfect. Then I would love Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah. Show us your deal, then. Show us you're a good sport, Seth. Be a good sport. And then you'll be back in Jake and I's good graces, which I think we can all agree is the superior place to be in our good graces. All right, moving right along.
I knew you'd get a kick out of that. Oh, give Trev a second here.
Resident Evil 6. No, okay. Seriously though,
this will be officially the movie where the movie and the game sync up with how bad they are. Because the first movie was like, the first game's really good, the first movie sucked, but wasn't that bad. The second movie was really terrible, and the second game was really awesome, and then the third movie was middling.
Every subsequent movie creates a new chart to show a lower level of quality. And now they've finally synced up with where the sixth video game was. The sixth Resident Evil movie.
Resident Evil, the final chapter.
Plan does the last film until it makes a bunch of money and then Mila Jovovich will come back.
Why don't they just... See, after this, the only thing that Paul W.S. Anderson is going to have to do is film his wife for like an hour and a half, like naked, in front of him, and be like, ooh, and then film like himself, like cut away to him where he's like, yeah, yeah, and then it cuts back to her.
My wife sure is beautiful. I don't know how I'll tell her if I don't make a movie with her as the star in it. I love my wife, you guys. I love my wife, you guys, but I don't put her in everything that I'm working on.
Like, fuck. Oh, this was worth noting. Scroll down. No, you gotta go a little further than that. I know you wanna. Pamela Anderson. Okay. That was a scroll joke. I'm sad no one saw that.
No.
We saw the Pamela Anderson picture, then scroll down. Then scroll back.
You know what? You can say what you want about Pamela Anderson, but she's a pretty lady. Get a picture of her. Good picture of a pretty lady.
She's a pretty lady.
But what are we looking at here? What's her exciting new career move? She's excited for a new chapter in the Pamela Anderson career.
She's going to be in a movie called Vernon God Little, which is an adaptation of Australian writer D.B.C. Pierce's Booker Prize-winning coming-of-age novel. She's playing the mother of a young boy who is accused of being personally responsible for killing a bunch of kids in the classroom. Wow, that's crazy. But the director, Werner Herzog. And she is quoted as saying, let me find it. Where does she say it? She
says something.
Hold on, I want to find the quote.
Where she talks about what it's like to work with Werner Herzog.
Yeah. She said, this is the quote. Werner Herzog is going to give me acting lessons. I'm so lucky.
You don't understand, Pamela.
You should not be happy about that. You should be scared for your goddamn life.
On that note, I think I have the most wonderful way to sort of end the broadcast, cap it off here. Many of you remember the book Goodnight Moon. I think it's a good one. But they made another. Someone else made a movie called, or a book called "Go the Fuck to Sleep," and it's pretty great. In fact, Werner Herzog did a recording of him reading "Go the Fuck to Sleep," and we're going to listen to a bit of that right now. In theory, it's coming.
The cats nestle close to their kittens. The lambs have laid down with the sheep. You're cozy and warm in your bed, my dear. Please, go the fuck to sleep. The windows are dark in the town, child. The whales huddle down in the deep. I'll read you one very last book if you swear you'll go the fuck to sleep.
One more.
The eagles who soar through the sky are at rest, and the creatures who crawl, run, and creep. I know you're not thirsty. That's bullshit. Stop lying. Lie the fuck down, my darling, and sleep.
That's Werner Herzog, guys.
He's incredibly intense.
He's terrifying.
German, and has put his film crews through hell on numerous occasions.
Oh yeah,
so,
he made a movie, a documentary about somebody pulling a boat up a hill to get to the Nile, and then he made people pull a boat up a hill to get into the Nile. And apparently, it was just basically a recreation of how terrible pulling a boat over basically a mountain, a whole fucking boat, like a steamboat, like a big fucking boat, not like this is a dinghy. Like hundreds of people had to pull this fucking boat over a mountain.
Okay, going back to some comments from the group here. Good thing, Kira Kennedy says, good thing I cut my chicken fight gag from the next episode then. Yes.
Chicken gave me a bad coupon.
You know,
it was a funny joke.
I remember when it was.
And to be honest, the second time was kind of funny too because it was a callback, but then they just kept doing it.
Like twice or three times a season, it felt like.
Ugh.
Sergeant Card says, is there any truth to the rumor that Paul W.S. Anderson is doing a Castlevania adaptation? Don't say his name, it gives him power.
No, actually, it's not Paul W.S. Anderson, it's Uwe Ball.
Oh, no.
I shouldn't kid.
Michael Swanson asks, did you listen to Samuel L. Jackson read it? Another classic read-through of Go the Fuck to Sleep from Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yeah.
But I think we'll leave you tonight with this final bit of somewhat actual news. Harrison Ford injured on the set of Star Wars Episode 7. To which I say, I guess Greedo did shoot first.
Ha! 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 That's a Star Wars joke.
You get it?
You get it?
Anyway, yeah, that's an hour. That's an hour.
Yeah, that's it.
That's an hour. That's an hour and 30 minutes.
We're not going to have an after show tonight. We're still trying to get the abridged up. Go watch. Okay, here's your list. Everyone that's still here. All right. There's no after show. For those of you who would stick around for the after show, do this instead. Go watch Abridged, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Jake Salvage on Facebook, like and share and do all that shit. And go to our website and watch some videos, man. Not just us. Watch everybody. Make some comments. We have all of 4 comments on our website right now. I'm not saying that out of desperation. I'm just saying I know you guys. I know a lot of you viewers out there. I know you have a lot to say. You have a lot of questions.
We're creating a community, and we want you to be a part of it.
Be a part of it.
So participate.
Be active. We want you there, not just here on the live show, but in our regular shows as well.
That's right.
So go in there, watch some videos, comment on some videos.
That's
really,
your homework.
Really dig in. That's your homework for tonight. Abridge, Jake Salvage, peanutbutterdisaster.com.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Well, guys, thanks for joining us for the live show. This was week 48. We'll see you for week 49 next week. Have yourself a good one.
For Jake and Trev Review Everything, I'm Jake.
And I'm Trev. Thanks for watching.